What's up, everybody, and welcome to Very Real Tournament, a comedy battlecast that pits two very real opponents against each other in a very real fight. And this week, we're in the second week of that tournament. That's right, VRT 3D. And we're tackling the Xander Zone. We got some great fights, and I'm super excited, so let's just dive right in, okay? I'm Nick Potter.
I'm Joey Potter.
Colin Sage.
Butler Carter.
And it's about to get very real.
Yo, your boy is back in the pizza corner. I thought we were only going to have one pizza corner
Per
this
tournament, as per the contract that we all signed?
Per tournament, but this literally happened to me yesterday.
Okay.
And it's a bit of an update from the first pizza corner.
The very first pizza corner?
This is a ghost.
This is from episode 2, the Powerpuff Girls episode, where I had a drunken man in a hotel harass me about looking like Seth Rogen.
Nice.
Okay.
So I go to a different hotel yesterday. I get there. I go in there. It's a room of dudes. They're all fucking wasted.
Yeah,
And it's like 4 p.m. You know,
like you do.
And they're just wasted in the hotel room. It seems how was it like? Just I imagine it's so tight.
It was hot in that room, and there was like 4 dudes and
was
one.
thick.
And
was it a
two
double?
beds.
Okay,
I think it was
bedded
2.
room.
Yeah, 2 queens. Not that important. I walk in, and another white drunk motherfucker calls me Seth Rogen.
Oh my god. It's crazy. You don't look anything like Seth Rogen.
Nice.
I'm going to add him on Twitter and ask him, like, hey, look at my brother and tell me if you see yourself in a mirror right now.
Yeah, so
And then we can put that tweet on, like, a picture, and you can hand it to people when they say that to you.
Yeah, I'll
put it on
keep
a
that in my
business
wallet.
card.
Yeah,
Or either that, or keep a picture of Seth Rogen and then hold it up to a headshot, not a wallet size.
Yeah,
you have
a
to
whole
have
headshot.
a whole
Nice.
8x10
Whole
headshot of Seth Rogen, and you hold it up next to your face and say, "Try again."
I was thinking he has like little baseball cards of himself, but they're holographic. So when you turn them, it's like Seth Rogen and Joey,
Yeah.
and they're both kind of going, like,
it's just an Animorphs like book cover.
Yeah.
It's just me
Slowly turning into Seth Rogen. If we had a faithful army of listeners, I know someone would do that.
Yeah.
So if you're good at Photoshop, please do that for
Right.
Joey.
In the transition, I want to see like a washing machine real quick though, like something just out of left field.
A bong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, because the guy was just like, Seth Rogen would have delivered it. He would have brought us a bong. It's just like, he's like, do you have one?
Fun.
It's like, God, let me leave. And
it's
they're like,
4
you want to
p.m.
take a shot? And I was like, I just started.
It's
like
4 p.m.
It's 4 p.m. I have to drive around all day. It's so hot outside.
Right.
I'm just going to take a swig of like Jim Beam and like
So you
get back
did.
in my car and do the rest of my shift.
Yeah,
No
dog.
thanks, man.
Did they try and take a selfie with you?
No, they did not.
Thank
Thank God.
Man, you should have offered.
I should try to find that. I bet if I could like reverse Google image search my face, I might be able to find that.
Just remember how
selfie I
sad
took.
your face looked when they took that selfie of you the first time, and make it again.
That's most of my face.
Yeah.
That's all the face.
Go
I
back
make.
to that same
Live every day
elevator.
like people are telling you look like Seth Rogen.
Right. Hey, that guy's a movie star, all right? He
Yeah.
he does movies.
He's a fat white dude with glasses.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I aspire to that.
me too. Don't we all?
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
He would have brought him a bong. He'd have been
Yes.
like, I'm delivering your pizza. And
I think even
here's
Seth
weed."
Rogen is tired of the weed jokes. It's like about him, and he's like, "Yeah, I just do it," but so does everybody else.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's do this. We're in the Xander Zone. We have
Xander Zone.
3 great fights for you guys this week. First fight, we're doing Jumper v Triple X. That's right. Obviously, Xander Cage is in the Xander Zone. The next fight will be the one, Jet Li, and those 30 pesky little knights.
Yeah.
So, let's kick it off. Jumper, Hayden Christensen from episode 36. That was Jumper v Push. Let's talk about him.
It's Hayden Christensen.
It's Hayden
That's
Christensen, and he can teleport, and it's pretty vague.
it. Right.
That's kind of like
he
the-
definitely
his MO.
teleports.
That's his MO.
Right.
Yeah.
But where we left him was he finally learned how to act.
Yes.
Right.
That was the most transformative part.
Yeah.
Hayden Christensen, our prequel boy, learned how to act.
Finally.
Yeah.
Good lord.
And it wasn't some director that made it, Darren Aronofsky wasn't like, I'm going to take this kid under my wing.
Yeah.
And get him.
If you're not acting with me, you're acting against me.
And we're like, yes, you want to act against your partner. Like, you respond to what they're doing. You don't just, like, have the words in your mind and you just say them flatly.
Right.
So he finally kind of
You
understood.
just say them 10,000 times while George Lucas is like, okay, well, can we get the green screen in here?
Right. He's like, do you have any notes for me, George? And he's like, well, the green screen was a little off.
It's blue screens, you fucking nerds.
Man,
that was all shot on blue screen.
Every time we bring up Star Wars and we say green screen, Joey has to.
It was revolutionary.
jump in with the blue screen.
It was revolutionary.
I appreciate it every time, Joey.
Is that the only movie that used blue screen?
No.
Well, Joey, you
Lord
have
of the
to know
Rings.
every time now and correct us when we talk about green screen.
All right,
So-
I'll get on it.
Get right on that.
The original Lord of the Rings trilogy, a blue screen.
Yep.
Damn.
The Hobbits, green screen.
That's why it was bad.
That's why it was trash. That's
why it was bad.
Ian
Well,
McKellen
that doesn't correlate because the prequels used blue screen and they were very bad.
No, Ian
Revolutionary.
McKellen wept because it was green or something.
He came on set and dropped to his knees, and then he called his best friend Jean-Luc Picard.
to come over and pick him up off his
Yeah, and
knees
said,
because he's like
"Please."
100 years old.
Yeah, please.
I broke my knees.
my knees are broken.
And then Patrick Stewart leans down and breaks his knees.
And then he's like, "Oh, but I have a wheelchair because Professor X."
All right, so David Rice, aka Jumper, can teleport and
Yes.
now act.
And now act
Right.
really good. And that'll come in handy against his opponent, Xander Cage. Triple X. That was episode 48, Triple X VV.
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 V for Vendetta.
Yeah. Let's talk a little bit about Xander Cage as a person.
He's an extreme boy. Okay, Xander Cage is into extreme sports, and that's about it. And then somehow he gets recruited by the government to be a secret agent, and somehow he's very good at it, even though all he does is parachute and skateboard.
Yeah.
Because Vin Diesel is the best.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, Vin Diesel is never not the best.
Yeah.
He never fails, or I don't even know if he gets punched in that movie.
He doesn't
Probably
take one
not.
punch.
Yeah, he's just the best all the way through.
Yeah, effortless. That's why they recruited him.
Yeah,
You guys
it's
don't
like, oh my-
understand.
yeah.
Like it's like Sam Jackson was just like, damn, look at this guy. He's never going to take a punch. He can definitely, based on what he does in real life, shoot a gun with many different kinds of bullets and know how to use them
Right.
without having to do any training. And
not-
he's best friends with Tony Hawk.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
like, I'll get to meet Tony Hawk, I think, is what he was thinking.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Sammy J.
I'll do a
super
lot.
Stoked.
I would stand in line to meet Tony Hawk.
Seems like a really nice guy.
Right.
He was super bummed out when Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5 was bad. He was like very bummed out.
Yeah, so was I.
Weren't we
So
all?
was Samuel L. Jackson.
I wouldn't stand in line to beat Bam Margera. His life, I would have back in like 2003 or whatever.
Yeah.
If there was a Tony Hawk line and a Bam Margera line, of course. But now it's just sad.
I want to see, what was his show called? Bam Margera's show?
Viva La Bam?
Viva La Bam. I want to see that now, but it's
no.
like he's still doing it, but it's
Okay.
kind of re-edited to where it's like this like really depressing drama. Like he's doing the same stuff, and
think it
he
just
thinks
would
it's
be.
hilarious. But it's like everything's shot like kind of like washed out, and there's like sad music.
As soon as he like leaves the room from slapping his dad around on the toilet, his parents just feel really bad for
Right.
him.
And then, like the camera just lingers on his face as he's like, ha ha, it was funny, ha ha. And it just like lingers while he's like, ha ha.
As the smile like lingers, it goes
And-
away.
Yeah, and then the camera slowly turns back to his father, like, you know, in tears or something. Like something really depressing.
I think they'd have to go to great efforts to avoid that if they wanted to.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if they shot it now, that would be the case.
Yeah.
And if they wanted it to not look that way, it would be a
Yeah,
real
all you
struggle.
would
It
really
would be-
need to do is leave the camera rolling an extra 45 seconds.
And
after
everyone
they
would be
press
Every
crying.
time, yeah.
Every time.
Where he's just like, man, I wish I could still drink. That's when I was at my peak.
Oh my
That's when I
God.
was funny.
Anyway, here's all this blue screen. That'll make it
All
better.
right, so Triple X, adrenaline junkie, secret agent. We left him honestly, all that really changed, because there's no point in changing this man. He's perfect.
Yeah,
he's the
yeah,
best.
Right.
Is he now has a legion, an anonymous type legion of Xander Zone subscribers.
Yeah.
A lot of like 14-year-old kids who shave their head that aren't neo-Nazis, but do have tattoos on the back of their necks that are hard lines, but not a swastika, just some X's.
And are they straight edge? We don't know.
We aren't sure.
Yeah.
All right.
But they all hit that bell for notifications. They all subscribed.
Just like
They're
you
all
should.
commenting. Right.
It's like you should-
So, guys, we've talked about them. Now, we've talked about them separately. Let's talk about them together.
Okay, well, now that we're merging, would you say that Triple X can act? Or, like, just does stuff and people think it's 14-year-olds think it's cool?
I
Is there
think
an
he just.
acting component?
I think he just is Vin Diesel.
Okay,
I don't know how
So
much.
the real question is, can Vin Diesel act?
right.
And my
I think he
question
just
is
acts like Vin
sometimes.
Diesel.
Right.
Am Groot?
How much fucking money does he get paid?
Also,
I'm
we
just-
need to remind everybody
That's
this
always
is
bothered
this is
me.
taking place at a Black Eyed Peas concert,
Right.
Yes.
in
That's
Hawaii.
This tournament
Obviously.
is in the Black Eyed Peas concert.
So
in Hawaii.
right off the bat, Triple X has an advantage. He's going to be crowd surfing.
Ooh, yeah.
He's got to be there videotaping this. Like, there's
But
a Black
also-
Eyed Peas concert, and Pokemon are real, by the way.
There's
Hold
got to
on.
be a lot of fanboys there.
Hold on,
too.
though. There's probably no video photography allowed.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Well, do you
So-
think he's going to play by those rules?
I don't...
He
if you
never
hand
plays
Tony
by the
Hawk a
rules.
camera in a place that allows no cameras, do you think they're going to tell Tony Hawk to get rid of the camera?
I
Yeah,
don't know.
like,
This is the Black Eyed
Because he'll
Peas.
just
They might-
ollie over you.
Right.
right. Like, he'd try to take the camera, and he would just do a kick, flip, McTwist over you.
Yeah.
Right, sure.
And Triple X, if we learned anything from the first movie, he loves taking things from rich people and destroying them on camera.
Yeah, not giving them... He could disperse all of these cars to people who can't get to work. But instead, he blows them up, and they're take from the rich and give to nobody.
And just blow up.
So he goes to the parking lot of the Black Eyed Peas concert, like steals their tour bus.
Oh, you
And then-
know he steals their tour bus.
I don't know, just like drives into the crowd and blows it up.
Surfs
and
it
he's
into
like,
the
Take
ocean."
that, rich, you rich.
And the Black Eyed
bastards."
Peas are like, we're not rich.
Right. Meanwhile, like 20 people in the crowd have
maybe
died.
Fergie.
Do you think he drives it off
She's got
of
that
like
MILF
a...
money.
Yeah.
Do you think he drives it off of like a icy mountain and blows it up?
No, I was just
No,
thinking he
they're
drives
in
it
Hawaii.
right into the concert and blows it up.
No,
and
he,
there's all
he
these
teen wolfs it.
There wasn't an
right.
icy mountain.
Well, there's
in
all these
England.
dead. My point is that he's like, haha, take that, you rich, like, fuckers. Like, I blew up your rich stuff. Ha, Triple X.
And Apple, the
like,
app was like, that was where I sleep. Like, like
that was my home.
that was my home. Will.i.am has his own trailer.
Meanwhile, there's like 40 dead, like, concert goers because it blew up in the thing. And he's like, we got them. We got those rich bastards.
Well,
Right,
these
everybody?
concert goers are very resilient because they watch like a battleship roll up
Up on
with like
land.
a bunch of anime girls on it,
Yeah.
and then there was a devil with a torso strapped to his back that are maybe in love, maybe just best bros. We
Right,
don't know.
Right, some shit happened. Check out episode 1 of this tournament.
Go back in case you just started here.
Re-listen to it if you're, already have. Why not?
So I think Jumper, a.k.a. David, a.k.a. Rice Bowl,
He just shows up there in one of his. Hey, my name's David, and today when I had lunch, it was over here. Now I'm at a Black Eyed Peas concert.
I teleported to a Potbelly sandwich place, and now I'm at a Black Eyed Peas concert
I'm
in
at
Hawaii.
Black Eyed Peas Fest.
You
Going
know what? In
strong.
my vault, I had $30. I still didn't want to spend it. You forgot it cost $30, didn't you?
It costs $30.
Black Eyed Peas aren't doing so hot.
3-day pass for $30.
That's how much it should just be to like enter a park. Like it's not like I would pay $30 to be in a lot of places.
Look, that's tour bus. That gas is expensive.
Yeah.
Especially to Hawaii.
Well, I think that like he's like, oh, obviously I'm a plain white dude. I'm a huge fan of the Black Eyed Peas. I would know that because I'm a plain white dude and I was a huge fan of the Black Eyed Peas.
It's fair.
So he shows up and then he sees their tour bus explode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he sees how sad Taboo and Apple the App are, that their home has been destroyed.
They live together in one bus.
They have bunk beds.
Do you think they're just like crying and see him arrive and say help?
No, because he's not a
they're-
superhero. That's the thing we have to keep in mind. He is very selfish.
Right, and no one knows who he is either.
Right.
He's a loner. And
Yeah,
that's-
Will.i.am is like didn't look up and is like Rice Bowl's gonna save us.
No. I didn't mean it like that. I just meant like they know that he's the other contender and they want him to get in there. And
No, because Will.i.am won't let them. They're crying, but they're still doing their like taekwondo.
Oh, that's what I was about to say. They're definitely sad and crying, but they have to keep singing because there's a manager waving those $30 like off stage.
They get 30.
There's a few piles of $30.
Each get one entrance $30, and then the rest goes to the other two and the manager.
Fergie gets a big cut. She's not even there.
Yeah.
No, I think what happens is the tour bus blows up, and then Vin Diesel gets out, and he's just like going, and then but women are just flocking to him.
Okay.
And Rice Bowl gets jealous
Oh, okay.
because usually he
Rachel
just
Bilson's
walks up.
there and she flocks to him.
Yeah,
Well, and he deserves it.
he is the best. But yeah, Rice Bowl gets mad because he's used to walking up to women, smirking at them, and then they fuck.
Right.
You know. So I think he's gonna start. You know, he starts approaching. He's just like this man can't even act his way out of a exploded tour bus. What is this? I have transformed,
I monologue at women until they agree to go out with me.
and they actually care now.
Yeah.
They aren't
I
confused or
teleport
bored.
into their apartments and monologue at
Monologue
them.
for them. Othello, Act 1, Scene 4.
It's like, how'd you get in here? I'm calling the police.
Curtain.
Curtain. He brings his own curtain and does like the vine where
Yeah.
you freak out dogs, and he just holds it up and teleports. He always has to have a curtain on him.
Whoa.
So, like, do that, then teleport away.
He's like,
And they're like,
where's your shower? I forgot something.
rips off the shower curtain, holds it up, and just
Are you impressed?
he teleports back to say, "Are you impressed?"
Do you have a Bumble account? Yeah, he'd be a guy on Bumble. He wouldn't be doing Tinder.
Right.
No, because he's above Tinder now. He used to be
Right.
on Tinder.
Oh, yeah.
He used to be on Tinder. Now it's all Bumble.
Yeah, since he was able to write able to act.
Will loves to travel.
Wow, he'd be the best on
Yes.
Bumble.
Come
I
travel
think pretty
with
soon
me.
he's going to be on Plenty of Fish.
Ooh,
Yeah. Is that site still up?
yeah.
I don't know. Farmers only? I
If
don't
you know, then you know.
It's like
I just outed
there's
myself.
no advertisement.
Joey knew. That's okay. That's okay.
It's only by word of mouth.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so I think, Rice Bowl is going to, like, teleport over to, like, the wreckage and, like, see this dude, like, with a handy cam, just, like and subscribe,
Yeah.
like, I blew up the Black Eyed Peas tour bus, who even cares about them anymore? We know they're rich, and they're just, like,
Taboo cries even harder, still doing taekwondo on stage.
yeah,
You just hear,
yeah,
That was good. That was a good
yeah.
taboo.
So they're
crying
even though they're
impersonation.
supposed to stay neutral, Apple the App and Taboo are like, get him, get him. So I think that the first thing is when Rice Bowl starts to teleport around, Vin Diesel's gonna be very impressed and like probably want to like get in on that. Like, oh shit, this guy can teleport.
Right.
yeah, maybe he's
also
just
gonna-
like, we can collab, bro. We can collab.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
going to
you can get some of these advertisement monies.
He's not going to be like other people. He's going to deduce that it's teleportation magical powers because Vin Diesel is a genius level detective.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's a
Sherlock
Sherlock
level.
homeboy for sure.
Yeah. So, Vin Diesel's gonna like want to get in on it. Like we gotta collab. You want to get these likes and subscriptions and stuff. And you know.
He's
Rice
like, hey,
Bowl's-
bro, you want to help me take down these rich people? As he has like a fur coat and gold rings on.
But, of course, Rice Bowl knows that. I'm just going to keep calling him Rice Bowl.
Yeah.
He knows for a fact that he is rich.
Yeah.
But Vin Diesel doesn't know that.
Sure.
So I think the first move is for Rice Bowl to grab Vin Diesel and teleport him high into the air and then drop him, right?
Whoa.
But here's the twist. Vin Diesel always has a parachute.
Yeah.
Always.
An America parachute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think, he takes him up and drops, lets him go and teleports away. But then he sees the parachute open.
And everybody's clapping.
Yeah, everyone's clapping.
Tony Hawk's like, yeah.
Right. He's got fireworks on his like shoes or something that go off.
Yeah, I think.
And then Apple the App's looking at his thing. He's like, "Oh, he just got 50 more subscribers.
Yeah,
he's
dude.
more powerful."
Nice.
And 3 people in the audience are shaving their heads now.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And 3 Pokemon are shaving their heads.
Oh, no.
So I think the next move for Rice Bowl, as we're calling him, would be to try and take him to war-torn
Chechnya?
Chechnya,
Nice.
but and stick him in an electric box.
Yeah.
Because it kind of worked before.
nice callback to the movie Jumper.
Yeah, very good, Butler. I'm surprised
Right.
you remember that.
Yeah, I have a bad memory. But
You're so old.
the dome of the tournament just stops him as he goes to go.
Oh, I think he's find a dirt bike and just ride it all the way back to the concert and
To
live
Hawaii.
streams the whole thing.
I was thinking he takes him to a war-torn country, then teleports him up in the air, but then a jet explodes and Vin Diesel catches onto a piece of cargo with a parachute, and he's like, "I live for this shit."
So at this point, David, aka Rice Bowl, knows that he can't do that.
Right.
God is going to intervene somehow.
Yeah.
he keeps taking him up in the sky and dropping him, and Vin Diesel finds a way. to catch
he
a
grabs
parachute.
onto a couple pelicans and just floats
eagle.
gently to the ground. Yeah.
Right.
And man, his subscribers are skyrocketing.
Yeah, a bunch of people in war-torn Chechnya are now shaving their heads. And taking selfies with him and stuff. So these dudes with masks on and stuff and guns, and Vin Diesel's just hitting him with the surfs up
Yeah.
thing. And they're like, "Oh yeah, bro, borrow our dirt bike." And they just way back and
Whoa! And then he rides that dirt bike through the ocean
Yeah.
back
Yeah,
to
yeah,
Hawaii.
back to Hawaii.
Yeah, there was a ocean dirt bike in Triple X3.
Yeah, it was. It was a dirt bike, but just with little surf.
It had
boards
little
on the feet.
skis.
That was it. It's not like it was encased in something that would
Right.
protect it from the water.
And it was made for Trans-Pacific.
drive.
Yeah,
Gas in it.
absolutely.
It's powered by plutonium, obviously.
Absolutely. So just a dirt bike with an open engine casing can just go
Just
underwater.
go under, it'd be fine. So, because I don't think Vin Diesel's trying really hard because he's getting all of these likes and subscriptions now
Yeah.
from this fight, and he knows that David just jumping in places isn't going to do anything except
It's barely
up
an
those.
inconvenience for him.
Right? It's actually
He's loving it.
He's making more money now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so he keeps
Because
trying to piss
his
him off.
channel is globe trotting. David keeps taking him to different places.
He's an international superstar.
Right.
He's
Yeah.
just spreading the word.
Oh man! Then every time he comes back, he tries to get on David's nerves to teleport him somewhere else.
Yeah.
So he just comes back and is like,
Because he's holding the GoPro and the so it looks like he's teleporting now because he has the GoPro on.
Oh, whoa.
And
Nice.
it's just there's Will I Am rapping about something fun, and then all of a sudden he's in the Sahara Desert or
And
something.
it
Yeah.
totally says live at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got all those
So,
hearts popping
so
up.
you know that the clickbait title is Xander Cage teleports, and it's got a circle and an arrow to something. It
"Oh
doesn't
yeah,
matter.
it's
Right.
red." Yeah.
And Vin Diesel's making a what what kind of face.
50
Nick,
secrets
do you
about-
make thumbnails?
So I think his next move would be a more micro approach,
Okay.
teleport punches.
Yeah, absolutely. But I don't remember very well. How well does Xander Cage do in hand-to-hand combat? Does he do any?
Well, he never gets punched apparently.
Right, I guess that's
He
true.
does
But
a little.
He does that cool 0G fight in Triple X3. He dirt bike fights.
Yeah, he mainly just uses a dirt bike to hit people.
Okay, so if this were to be I like this idea of him like riding a dirt bike and David is like teleporting all around and he's just blocking punches with the back wheels and stuff.
Oh man, I was thinking to piggyback on that. Maybe David's getting some punches in with his teleport powers, and it's like what? And then, but the crowd is getting churned up, and then somebody just like throws a dirt bike. Like a bunch of people just like throw a dirt bike to Vin Diesel.
Oh,
like
yes.
it's a wrestling match.
Yeah,
you know they're just like
in a chair,
they're just
but
like
it's a
throwing
dirt
him
bike.
like X Games equipment.
Yeah,
and he's like, oh hell yeah,
yeah, because you know
He's
what?
clowning him
Like,
on a pogo stick.
Absolutely, you know he can teleport on him and punch him, but how strong are his punches really?
Yeah, I don't know.
He doesn't do any punching.
Yeah, he doesn't.
really.
He doesn't work out because he's an actor now.
Yeah, and once again, I need to go
monologues.
back to my complaint of the first of that episode. He should be so fat.
Yeah, he should be
It blows my mind. He never works out.
right. He
should
doesn't
be
want to
the-
walk anywhere.
Right.
He's like, why are we walking?
Yeah, exactly.
He
So-
probably will be. He just has that young metabolism.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
what
we don't
if
have
he
to
just
get into
gets-
that.
He's so refined. He gets one of those like nice leather chairs that's like by a fireplace.
Okay.
But he never moves from it. And so him in the
He's
chair,
floating in it
just-
like Thanos.
yeah,
Like-
sort of like him in the chair, just like teleport around. Maybe he teleports. He can teleport so fast now that it's just like an after image.
Whoa.
Like it's just like
Yeah.
so fast. He's basically flying, but he looks kind of blurry.
He's like that JPEG floating across the screen.
Whoa! What if he
Tuxedo
can teleport
mask.
so fast? He's like everywhere at once.
Fuck.
Because he, you know, think of how many times you could jump if like a jump took the smallest amount of time there is. I don't know what that is.
Right, but in Jumper they really don't. Like they leave those scars and stuff. Like it takes a little bit of.
I know. I was just thinking like how
there's
could
limitations.
Maybe that's what burns calories.
Oh, okay.
Those
Yeah.
scars are calories.
right. And if they don't focus,
It's the effort, like the physical effort to jump is what burns.
they
That
do
burns.
kind of flop through those teleports. They're just like, ugh.
Yeah.
Like, and if they're not focused, they just like smash into the
Because
ground.
calories were just ripped out.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yeah, but okay. So I think Vin Diesel, the best, super charming. He, I think, starts to kind of get to David Rice Bowl, Jumper,
Right.
Hayden Christensen,
All of them.
9 names. I think he starts to get to him, but again, he's an actor now, so he has to act like he's not charmed by it, and he has to start to put on characters,
Yeah.
to maybe try to convince Triple X, confuse Triple X.
The
Do you think he would shave his head and act like he's one of his followers?
I don't think he's that smart.
But
I
he's
think
a
he's
good
a little-
actor.
Right, but is he trying to? Okay, so he's trying to like get inside, like act his way into his
Yeah.
inner circle.
I think he just teleports over to a bathroom, shaves his head real fast, throws on I don't know,
Yeah,
a
because
trench
he,
coat.
that's what he knows. That's what he has known.
Sorry,
is
fur coat.
Teleporting solves all of his problems.
Right.
Teleporting is not solving this problem. It's making him more powerful.
Yeah.
It's making Vin Diesel more powerful.
Right.
So I think he has to put on his actor face and try to get in.
He teleports to like a $1 theater that's showing American History X, and he sits there and he teleports to the concession stand, gets popcorn, teleports back.
Yeah.
And then
Whoa.
he just watches Edward Norton and takes notes. And then
Nice. I was gonna say, what if he's like, this isn't working, and he's like, acting, and he's like, what would Lucas do?
I think
What
No.
would Lucas do? So, follow me on this.
all right.
He's like, what would Lucas do? He's the one who trained me in acting. George Lucas would blue screen the whole thing.
Okay.
How do you blue screen it? He starts teleporting around and putting up blue screens
like
around
all
the
around
concert
the concert?
area. Yes.
Okay.
And I'm thinking, since Vin Diesel is constantly looking at himself through this handy cam, it just gets worked. Whatever the technology is, it gets worked to where he thinks he's somewhere else, or he thinks he's looking at something else, but really he's just surrounded by blue screen.
Okay.
And then Hayden Christensen can really mess with him.
Okay.
Maybe he looks and sees, oh, where are my subscribers going? Or like, oh, I'm not as cool. I don't know.
Yeah,
Jump
he-
it like
he,
it's
like-
an illusion.
Yeah, like he like
Oh, he's
looks,
gonna Mysterio him.
he like looks at his video and he's at like brunch.
Oh, no, I have a better... Okay, on this thing, what would Lucas do? Okay, blue screen. Okay, how do we make that work? Instead of setting up blue screens, maybe he does the thing where Hayden Christensen shaves his head, and then he acts like Vin Diesel.
I was going to bring up maybe he tries to convince Vin Diesel that Rice Bowl is actually Vin Diesel, or he's like looking into a mirror,
Whoa.
Right.
like he's literally mirroring his movements.
Yeah.
I was going to say he makes a bunch of lame videos and bombs his YouTube page.
Oh.
And so his
okay.
subscriber count starts going down, and all these kids are like, I don't know, like, oh man, I shouldn't have shaved my head. Let's just go buy Jewel Pods or something. Like, because he's making a bunch of super lame videos,
Yeah.
and he's like, oh, what I was about to say, oh, the prequels are actually good, but that's popular now. So
Right.
What do I know? But yeah, he's acting like Vin Diesel, but being lame,
I like it.
Shit.
and that's ruining his
Okay,
reputation.
so yeah, Vin Diesel's losing some power now and getting a little frustrated.
Right? Maybe Tony Hawk doesn't want to be his friend anymore.
Whoa.
No, I think Tony Hawk's pretty ride or die.
Okay,
but
he's-
what happens is,
Doesn't matter.
what happens is, he has to make the biggest stunt.
Yes.
He I don't know how, but I imagine like an Evil Knievel
Yes.
style, like massive stunt.
I'm going to
at
jump the
Black-Eyed-
Black Eyed Peas concert.
He hooks up the
concert.
remaining 2 tour buses, Will.i.am's and Fergie's, and then has them like he's riding in a chariot. Like
Yeah.
he's one foot is on one of them, one foot's on the other.
Okay.
And he's going to jump the Black Eyed Peas concert.
I like it.
And everybody's like, "Oh man, I don't know about this, Vin."
Well, here's the thing, right? This premise that we've set up, that means that if Hayden Christensen is mirroring him, he has to do this stunt. But he's no good at stunts.
He's just
Okay.
good at teleporting. Acting.
So we have 2 sets of tour buses lined up side by side to jump the Black Eyed Peas concert.
Okay.
Okay.
So
It turns out they're all Will.i.am's tour buses. Like he has 4.
Appleyam and Tamu didn't know.
They had to
Like, I
just
thought
share
so
one.
that's where all the equipment went. He's like, no, those are the semis back there. These are all mine. And they're like, well, we were sharing one. Can we? He's like, no, don't even.
So, real quick, just for clarification, are they next to each other at this point, or are they on opposite ends of said
Jumping at
jump?
each other.
Oh, okay. We have to break down the concept of a mirror real quick. Is it face? Is it opposite? Because the Black Eyed Peas concert isn't mirrored.
Yeah.
You know. So I think probably next to him, right?
Okay.
So they're about to do this jump.
Right.
They're mirrored up. They're lined up. I think Triple X has to take it to the next level. He has to Teen Wolf that bus.
Right.
How can you not?
Right.
He's so fucking extreme. And you know what? You literally see him take off his parachute.
Oh, okay.
Whoa.
He rips off his shirt in one swift motion because he's so good at it.
Yeah.
And lets the bus just tumble, like just roll off.
Right.
And it's going down the ramp. And, he's going. They both fly up. Hayden Christensen, also shirtless, doesn't look as good.
Right. Pretty skinny.
Pretty skinny
not as
dude.
good.
And I think Triple X, he just keeps going. They jump the stage.
Yeah.
They're over it. He's overshot where he planned to land.
Yeah.
And so he jumps off the bus, and he's just kind of, free falling there.
So then Hayden Christensen jumps off the bus also, and
Yeah.
they're just maintaining eye contact the whole time.
Yeah. And then they're about to hit into the crowd that's, for some reason, are still here.
They're like-
so resilient. There's so much.
There's such fans of him. They're like, we know we're safe. Like, he's definitely going to jump these 2 tour buses over a stage, over
Right.
this whole crowd, and we'll all be safe.
But
Yeah.
plus, there's just so many fans here.
Yeah.
Some have left, but there's so many.
Well, yeah,
for
because
this
the thing is,
Black Eyed
like,
Peas
yeah,
concert.
sure. $30 gets a lot of people there. There's also probably several Groupons.
Sure.
So a lot of people probably got in for like $15.
Or just free because they cheated.
They did a couple Google surveys and they got in free.
Right.
They spent some swag bucks.
right.
But all right, so Vin Diesel's flying through the air. He's about to hit the ground, but what's there? A surfboard.
Just Just in the crowd?
Yeah,
They're
Tony
cra-
Hawk
yeah, like-
threw it to him.
Yeah, they're like
It's Hawaii.
they're basically crowd surfing a surfboard.
Oh, they're being kind of ironic with the term?
yeah. And then
Well, because somewhere else there's like one of those giant beach balls. Like,
Yeah.
there's just stuff.
yeah, just like washing machiners. Who knows? Getting crazy.
Yeah.
Black Eyed Peas Fest. And I think, Xander Cage just lands on that surfboard, cool as a fucking cucumber.
He surfs across the crowd?
He crowd surfs
absolutely.
on a surfboard. And sadly, Hayden Christensen doesn't really have that
No one
X
likes
factor,
him.
that
Right.
triple X factor, you know?
Nobody likes that wooden boy. Even though he can act now, it's too late. His reputation has been cemented,
Well, yeah.
just like it has been.
Because
in
he's
real
not
life.
willing to jump. He's like, we're going to mirror each other. But then as he sees Vin Diesel hit that surfboard and go, he just looks down and splat.
Yeah.
It's too late.
Splat on the ground.
Right on a bug type Pokemon.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Splat.
Yeah, I
they're
forgot
pretty
there was
gross.
Pokemon in the crowd too. Is there a surfboard Pokemon?
Not yet.
Not yet, but there
There's a
will be.
sandcastle Pokemon.
Yeah, there's a lamp.
Oh my
There's a
gosh.
balloon. There's all.
He doesn't land on a balloon.
No shortage
That would break the
of
phone.
It's just household.
household object type Pokemon.
Here's Bleach Pokemon.
He'd be poison type.
Yeah.
All right.
Londro Basket. I can't name a Pokemon.
That wasn't bad, actually.
Yeah, it wasn't.
He'd probably be an
How
electric
about
type.
Londro and he's just a series of towels?
Yeah.
But then he would turn into Londro Basket.
Nice.
But all right,
It
Triple
turns
X.
into Laundromat.
Yeah.
Londro Mate.
Yeah.
And he's also your friend.
Yeah.
Dude.
It's just a building with
Londro
eyes.
Mate.
All right.
Just stripped him of like all the glory of his death with splatting of that ridiculous.
Okay, he
Pokemon.
splats, but he's still kind of alive. And much like Revenge of the Sith, he's like crawling with one arm, and he's like, "I hate you! I hate you!"
And he's just, I live for this shit.
Right, and then Triple X comes over and slaps a couple Band-Aids on him. Explosive Band-Aids.
He tries to teleport to a hospital, but he
Blows up a
teleports to.
hospital? Are we
What?
blowing up a hospital, Nick?
No.
Oh.
I was sort of negating that to like save himself, but
Okay.
it was gonna be some dumb joke about him going to a hospital, but he's really fucked up, so he just like teleports to Honduras or something.
Chechnya.
Okay. I thought you were trying to blow up a hospital, Nick.
Your
No, I'm
powers
not the
work by
Joker.
thinking of H words.
I don't know how they work.
I was gonna go to hospital, and now I'm in Honduras.
I know, that's why I said it was a dumb joke. All right, yeah, okay, fair. I like the other one better. Vin Diesel's like, hey, let me help you, and like put some Band-Aids on him and explodes him.
Yeah, maybe they're firework Band-Aids.
Yeah. So,
Like and subscribe.
R.I.P. Rice Bowl. Now, guys, let's move on to our second fight. This time we got the 1 and 30 Knights. The 1 being from episode 37. That was the 1 versus 300.
Yeah.
Right, the one, a.k.a. Jet Li,
Yes.
from that early 2000s action movie.
Matrix ripoff.
Right.
Like
Hard
whole
shit
phase.
fest.
Yeah, that and like Equilibrium and like 100 other movies that ripped it
Equilibrium was pretty good.
Right. So,
off. Is it though?
It's got cool fights.
Okay.
But Jet Li from the one, where we left off, he was fighting the 300 Spartans in Thermopylae in the hot gates.
After killing Xerxes and becoming God King.
Right. He basically became Xerxes from the movie. Then he beat the 300. And much like the actual movie 300, he gets hit, you see some blood, and then the Persians are super upset that he's not actually a god because he
Right.
bled. So the Persian army now attacks Jet Li, and he's been fighting
To this day.
to this day.
Yeah. Also, his powers are he has super strength, super speed.
He can shoot bullets without looking.
He can shout bullets without
He
looking.
can block bullets with his gun.
Yeah, he can throw motorcycles and stuff. He has the power of like 100 and whatever,
Nope,
123.
like 60 for Jet Li's because it's
Oh
still
yeah, because they
split
can
into
split.
two.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, yeah. So just imagine like 60-something Jet Li's coming at you. That's what he is.
Into one small Jet Li body.
Right. And then on the other side, 30 Nights, and that was 30 Nights versus 30 Days of Night, episode 45. That one, a little hard to recap because I'll stop talking. Colin, what did you say in that episode?
I said rich people trap the souls of butlers in lockets.
You did say that.
So they have a life debt they have to repay. And they're in service forever.
Some of them are actual knights, and then some of those people were knighted by the queen.
So they're all knights. See, we had this argument. I don't like that episode. We had this argument that it was medieval knights, but we have a audience. When you have a large group, it's hard enough to come up with a fight because it's like, okay, this person died, and then this one random person.
Yeah, we don't have like a tally system,
right? And then if it's 30 nameless knights, like that's even harder. Like number 22 dies.
Yeah.
So I'd say about more than half were actual knights, aka Charlie Chaplin, aka Patrick Stewart, Ian McKellen.
Elton John.
For sure.
Mads Mikkelsen
was there. Clint Eastwood.
Did we have Clint Eastwood? I don't remember that.
Well, there was knights, but like from like France, or if they got knighted in Scotland.
That's right. I remember all those things.
A bunch of celebrities got knighted. Yeah. Anyway, so they fought up against some vampires.
Right.
They beat the vampires by being super bright and spectacular. But they may or may not have turned into vampires.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
After the battle, of them maybe got bit.
Right. After the battle, I believe maybe Charlie Chaplin was like totally emaciated, didn't have legs, and he was like, "All right, I'm off to the beyond world." And then he was like, "Oh, I'm not dying.
What the fuck?"
Yeah, and then it's like, "Oh, by the way, if you turn into if you get bit, you turn into a vampire." And then a bunch of knights like quickly like pull their sleeves down.
Yeah, like you do.
Oh shit.
All right. So, Jet Li has been fighting at the Hot Gates for hundreds of years now.
Yeah.
Right.
We looked it up, and there's just a highway that runs through.
There's just two highways where Thermopylae used to be.
Where Gerard Butler laid down his life.
So there's just cars
Is there
driving
even a
around
sign there that said, like, Leonidas
sure.
got murdered here?
Yeah. It's a headshot of Gerard Butler. But it's not even from that movie. It's from like
White House Down or something?
There was like a statue there, like a real pretty statue, and then they just replaced it with
okay, guys.
A DVD copy of Dracula 2000.
Guys, I'm looking. So yeah, it's like this little like almost like a little like neighborhood. I'm not on satellite, so it's just that. But yeah, there's two highways going through what Thermopylae used to be.
Yikes.
Highway E75.
Okay.
And then Highway 1. And then like half a mile down the road, off one of the highways, is the memorial of Leonidas and Sparta 300.
It's like right in front of like a Chick-fil-A or something like that.
Hold on, though. He said Highway 1. Do you think it was named after the one?
Whoa! Yes, Butler, you're
Absolutely.
exactly right. Because they're like starting to build the highway, and Jet Li's just like fighting like animals at this point. Like he's just there,
He's fighting construction workers.
Yeah.
They kind of look at him for like, can we build here? And he's like, no.
Yeah, so he starts fighting. He's throwing construction equipment and stuff, and they're like, "Oh shit!" He screams constantly, like, "I'm the one."
I am the one.
So
it sounds like his voice is ADR somehow.
So yeah, that's why they named it Highway 1.
Nice.
So he's out there fighting wildlife or whatever he's doing.
Right.
A Black Eyed Peas tour bus pulls up. Taboo is driving it. He's like, "They sent me to get you."
Real quick, just to not cut you off. I just want to point this out. We have two groups that have possibly been around for a while. Just like waiting in time because they're both sort of immortal.
Right.
Just to put that out there.
So yeah,
just
one
like
of
a
them's
waiting game.
next to a highway in Greece, and the other ones have been waiting in Alaska.
A small town in Alaska.
So he gets in the tour bus. He's like, "You got to fight some more things. You fought 300. How about 30?" And he's like, "Whatever. I got to go." Yes. So he pulls up, jumps out of the tour bus. He's ready to fight.
Yeah.
Then an old shipping container boat pulls up into the dock, driven by Apple the App.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a ghost ship, and then Apple Diab like comes out, and he's like shivering, and he's just like, "Ugh." But he's like still doing taekwondo a little bit.
Yeah, because Will.i.am was like, we don't need you for the next couple sets, so you guys go.
Fergie's gonna do all her solo
stuff. Are these Black Eyed Peas jokes old yet?
Right.
I can stop doing
All these
them?
14-year-olds are gonna.
It's like, we get it. The other two suck. Like, they don't do anything. I'll try my hardest to stop.
Cry.
Yeah, she makes the money. Anyway, the old shipping container pulls up. Apple the App jumps out, and then all the knights like come out, and they're like, we're ready to fight and kill this guy. And then we're obviously in the state of Hawaii, right? Mm-hmm. So they jump out, and then boom, they all just turn to dust.
Fuck. What?
The sun hits them for one. Well,
Nice.
I would.
Or
If
maybe
we're
they're
going by
fine.
30 Days of Night rules, they kind of like get all gross and crumble away.
I was thinking they kind of like they're still kind of beat up. A lot of them are maimed, even though they're immortal, and so they're all just kind of like slinking like zombies. Like, yeah, we're here, cool.
Yeah.
Like, you
And
know,
they're
low
just basically
morale.
falling.
Right.
Yeah, like
Well, then,
some
like,
of the
someone
night
gets-
outfits are like
Oh.
falling to the ground.
I'm thinking
because they,
no, but the night outfits are reflecting the sun. So I'm thinking what happens is they were when we last left them, they were kind of in denial / hiding the fact that they were
Right.
vampires. They did not want to be vampires. So I'm thinking they're still in denial. So they show up with their night armor, and it's like 95 degrees, and they're walking real slow because they're all like wounds are like
Yeah.
forever hurt, and then finally it's just like, woof! Like
take off the helmet to like, we're gentlemen and we're about to fight this man.
Right.
We should talk
They
beforehand.
start like start taking off their helmets, their
Yeah.
gloves, and they're just like, "Oh God!" And they're like, "No, this is fine.
It's
We're
fine."
fine. We're definitely not vampires." Like, their skin's turning into like
and like
bacon.
Jelly's like getting ready to fight him, but they're all just they all just fall over.
Oh, Jet Li just runs up and like kicks one, and just like dust explodes everywhere.
So now everyone thinks Jet Li is super powerful because he just dust exploded.
Yeah,
all
they're
over.
like, holy shit, Jet Li just turned 30 dudes into dust.
because
He
they
didn't
totally
He
weren't
did not have an
vampires.
Infinity Gauntlet. What the hell happened?
He didn't even have the Infinity
He
Gauntlet.
says, "I am inevitable."
Patrick Stewart's like, I am, and then he just falls away. So there you guys have it. That's fight number 2. The
Jet
one
Li
moves forward. And we will move forward with the next fight, which is the 1 v XXX when we come back from our break. All right, everybody. I've done the only thing that I can to help, and that's I subscribe to the Black Eyed Peas Vivo channel, and I hit him with a few views just to make up for all the shitty things I've been saying about
Oh,
them.
nice.
That's all I can do.
Give
Right.
them that like 0.00 cents in YouTube AdSense
Yes.
that go to Vivo and bounce to them eventually.
Hey, I bought 2 of their CDs over 10 years ago,
Hey.
okay? So I've done my part.
Just
that
put
sounds
the
almost
MILF
like
money.
$30.
Yeah.
Put the MILF almost 30. Put the 10 with a Groupon.
I'd buy my CDs with Groupons.
The Black Eyed Peas CDs have Groupons.
Okay. Here we are, gang. The 1 versus Xander Cage.
The 1 versus 3 X's.
We did it.
Good job.
Super funny, super smart. All right, so the 1 is here, and he's bloodthirsty, right? Like, he didn't even get to really do anything.
Yeah.
He's a professional fighter. He's the most professional
He's been
fighter.
fighting for like 2,000 years or
Yes.
whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Just
no
by the
one's
side of the highway. He's fought everything you can imagine.
no one's even brought him like some lemonade or anything.
No.
Just fighting.
Yeah, it was just like a thing in Greece where it's almost like a tourist thing. Like, all right, you can go to that one city where everything's like white and blue, that all the pictures of Greece are. I forgot the city name.
We are world traveled.
Oh yeah.
You can eat some Greek salads.
It's kind of like a running of the bulls. Like if you're,
Yeah, if you're brave enough, like
if you're brave enough, you can run out there into the field where he's at, and like try not to get gored.
Exactly. You throw a punch and then run away.
That costs $45.
Yeah. Whoa.
Whoa.
What would you rather do? What's a better story to tell? I went to Black Eyed Peas Fest for $30, 20 with a Groupon, or I spent 45 Greek dollars.
Greek money. Are they in the EU? Do they have euros?
I don't know.
Think so.
Yes.
We'll call them. No, we won't. Never mind. I was going to say Greekies.
Greekies.
That sounds like a derogatory term.
It does. That's why I didn't say it. Yeah, or you can go and do the running of the one, basically.
Running up the wall.
Yeah, you can punch him and then hope he gets distracted by another tourist and get away.
Right. There's all these people taking selfies at the hot gates. Here at the hot gates, my gals.
About to fight Jet Li later, might die.
He's just punching someone in the background.
Hashtag disembowel. Duck face.
Okay, so yeah, he's fucking ready.
Randy.
Randy. So I think immediately he just like starts, trying to wail on Vin Diesel.
I think he
right?
starts whipping people in the crowd. Like he sees the bald kids with the X tattoos, and he's just like whatever, and just starts breaking necks and bones. That's what he's been doing.
Right.
It's
Yeah,
like
he
he's
fights
like he's
crowds.
like primal now.
right. There is no singular enemy.
Yeah,
It's
and
just
I feel
enemy.
like Vin Diesel's disappointed, but now those people can never unsubscribe.
It's true. They're locked in unless someone knows the YouTube password.
Damn it.
That's what we call a forever subscriber.
Oh, no.
At least they were with him when,
Yeah.
it happened.
Yeah.
That's like what Jack Black's doing right now with his YouTube channel. He's going around killing people that are subscribed. They stay subscribed to him.
It's like,
Good tactic. So do you think he's going to just hire the one to do this for him in mass?
what hire him? He's already doing it.
Well, he's so good at killing crowds. He could just crowd all his followers together. And
Well, he just has to slowly dirt bike in front of like several bald people, and
Yeah.
Jet Li will just take those people out.
Right.
That's fair.
So yeah, I think he's running through the crowd, breaking necks and stuff, and he's just like doing what he does best, which is throwing vehicles at Vin Diesel. Right, like he
Yeah.
tosses a motorcycle, but then Vin Diesel is the best, so obviously he just like jumps up and like wraps
kinda
around
catches
it,
it.
he catches it, and just like lands with it.
Does a wheelie, everybody claps, subscribers go up.
Yeah, he jumps off that. He throws like a bird scooter at him. So people are bird scootering up to this concert. It's sort of just like on a sidewalk. It's just like open.
Yeah.
And he's just
Yeah.
leaping from
Yeah,
one
it's not
vehicle
just
to
one
the
bird
next.
scooter; it's like hundreds of them.
Yeah, he's just jumping from bird scooter to bird scooter to like off
Our
off-road
bird
seg-
scooters will block out the sun.
Yeah.
But then we will fight on a lime. Whoa. Yeah, then some of those
300 reference.
some of those off road segways are getting thrown at him.
Yeah, for the forest cops or whatever.
Yeah. And he's just he just masterfully just like jumping on all these
just
vehicles,
styling on him.
Styling. Tony Hawk's getting great footage.
Oh my, the best footage.
Yeah. So these videos are going viral, right? Like he's live streaming this shit.
Yeah.
Well,
He's
I think,
Facebook living, he's YouTube living.
I think they're getting so big, like the internet is like kind of imploding right now. There's so much activity, and I think that activity is reaching beyond our internet.
What are you saying?
A wormhole opens
Right,
up in
I
the
think
internet.
a wormhole opens up in the internet, and you just hear like, "Oi, mate, what's this Jet Li doing over here?"
Oh, damn it. You're talking about the multiverse police?
Yeah,
Jason
I
Statham
think Jason
jumps
Statham
through.
shows up And he's like, what happened? I thought we dropped this guy off in the hot gates. I could have swore that was a prison.
He got
Sounded like a
loose.
prison. There was so many jack dudes here.
And yeah, this page is so tight that like it runs across multiple universes.
Right, like Jason Statham's doing his interdimensional like police job. He's
Right.
at the office. He's like drinking some interdimensional coffee.
Yeah.
And then he like walks by, and one of the interns is on the computer. And they're like, "Oh, sick, bro!"
Yeah, because like he's doing these sweet moves, but behind him, Jet Li's snapping necks.
right. And they're like, "You gotta check this guy out in dimension like 13587. Like it's sick." And the intern's like shaving his head. It's-
Man.
All I want is interdimensional YouTube.
oh, jeez.
Triple X is the first man to become an interdimensional
Sensation.
superstar.
Yeah.
Unboxing videos in the 5th dimension.
Oh.
3 trillion subscribers.
Right. Some of the currency he's getting doesn't make sense. Like multiverses that use like, you know,
Goo.
Quarlax.
Coralax, yeah.
Sounds like Ratchet and Clank.
Sure.
Let's get a couple Coralax.
This universe just uses dry spaghetti noodles as currency.
But all the universes use Bitcoin for some reason.
That's the one
An option.
Yeah.
Some Lombaxes start shaving their head. Ratchet
Yeah.
and Clank reference.
Got us
Nice.
all with
Nice.
that. Yeah, so he shows up and he's like, "Oi, I gotta take this fool down." So Vin Diesel sees another bald guy. He's like, "Oh yeah, a fan." But like as he's like doing these sweet moves, Jason Statham is just like expositioning at him.
Whoa.
Hey, he's from another universe. You know, like
There may be
Right.
a universe where you don't fuck. And he's just
Oh, man.
and he lands on a bird screw. He's like, "Impossible." And then he's,
And Triple X, maybe, what is this? Is it Hobbs or Shaw?
Shaw.
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 Maybe- It's like, Shaw. What's up, bro? You checking out my subscribers?
"No, you don't understand the multiverse thing, I don't think." And he starts showing him pictures of Vin Diesel with dreadlocks, Vin Diesel with blonde hair, Vin Diesel in a cowboy hat. And I also think that this YouTube page gets the attention of our Jet Li, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Which universe was that again, Colin?
That was the Dr. Seuss universe. That was a Whoville.
I just wanted you to repeat
If you go back and
number.
watch the
I
one,
know you did, and he didn't fall for it.
at the end, what was I supposed to say?
That number you said, 1357.
Oh, yeah. It's whatever. It's who's
Guys,
biggest
there's
ball.
nowhere for me to put this joke, so I'm just gonna say it. But one of them is from a Gooniverse, and that's where the goo currency came. There's nowhere for me to place that joke. I just wanted to say the word Gooniverse.
I'm okay with it.
After the one with the cowboy hat, he slides it over, and it's a Vin Diesel made of goo. There we go. All right, whoever's editing this, just fix all that so it's linear and coherent, okay?
He's covered in goo. He says, "Welcome to Earth."
The things I goo for my country. Oh, fuck. Okay. Let's recover.
Joke of the season.
Yeah, I did it. Okay, so the good Jet Li shows up. Now, Vin Diesel has a team, right? He's got Jason Statham and other Jet Li.
Yeah.
He
And if
makes them
you-
put Triple X tattoos on because he won't work with anybody who doesn't have
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, and it's like a 1, 2, 3 process of going bald because it's like Jet Li's got hair, Jason Statham has like a
stubble.
little bit of stubble, and then Vin Diesel's totally bald. So they're doing battle with Bad Jet Li, the one, and Jason Statham is still throwing out all of the exposition jargon.
He's like, this is bad, or this is good Jet Li. If the bad one kills him, your soul be trapped in his katana.
The universes will implode. So, they're coming up with a plan. So, Vin Diesel takes out his super cool gun with lots of...
Multifunctional field revolver.
You got me. His multifunctional field revolver.
Yeah, a little wet work, if you will.
I will.
Sure will.
And he's standing over there with good Jet Li, and he's like, hey, hey, bad Jet Li, I'm about to fuck up all your plans. And then just shoots good Jet Li in the head.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
He's dead. Bad Jet Li gets all the powers, rules the Gooniverse forever. No, nothing happens. And Bad Jet Li is so sad. He's been fighting for centuries to get to the point. To get to the point where our universe caught up with all the multiverse tech and stuff, and to also, obviously become a god person.
Yeah.
But nothing happens, and he just gives up.
Right,
Like
the disappointment is so raw.
Yeah, and Tony Hawk is getting a close up, making fun of him, smash zooming in and out.
Sad
of his
Hashtag sad sack.
Welcome to the Xander Zone.
Yeah. And I think he just falls back into the crowd, and they just Spider-Man 2 crowd surf him, just into the ocean, just throw him, and he's just okay with dying because his purpose was false,
And I think Vin Diesel rips his dirt bike back and he starts to drive at the ocean. And as Jet Li's floating away, just defeated, he's basically doing circles around him on his pan-specific or
Trans-Pacific?
He's
trying to say trans-Pacific dirt bike.
Oh, he's on the floor
Joey
now.
fell out of his seat.
Joey's out.
All my bones fell out.
Yeah.
I was going to say, here's my alternative, that he just puts on those X-ray goggles and stares at Bad Jet Li so long with them, he just gets cancer.
No, he floats away, but then good Jet Li stands up. It was a ruse. Jason Statham explained it, and Vin Diesel's like, I got this gun that can shoot darts that knock you out, but also give you a blood splatter.
Right. It's a goo gun.
It's basically. So, Vin Diesel is the winner. Xander Cage
Triple X
takes the Xander Zone, obviously.
I mean,
I don't even know why we did this episode. We should have just been like, yeah, the Xander Zone, there's some fighters, but obviously Triple X wins.
Right.
Yeah.
So, that means we're moving on. 2 fighters. Last week, Hellboy. This week, Triple X. It's looking like a good Final Four so far to me.
I dig it.
Next week, we're moving on to the SLJ corner, baby.
L. Jackson.
We're doing it again. Another 4 SLJs going at it for supremacy.
Who's going to be the number 1 SLJ?
We're going to find out next week. That's for
sure.
fucking sure.
Will it be Sam Jackson? Or will it be Sam Jackson?
Okay, keep going.
I don't want to do it 2 more times. Okay. You get the point.
Yeah,
Yes.
I do. It was very funny. I loved it. So, thank you guys so much for listening to this episode of VRT 3D, the
many
3rd
Ds.
tournament.
Nice.
They get better each and every time, maybe.
No one's blacked out yet.
It's true. No one's blacked out and yelled at people. So I think we're doing pretty good so far. We also didn't shove this so far up its own ass that no one knows what's happening.
Yeah.
Not yet.
We're learning. Yeah, we still have 3 more weeks. So let's see if we can, listeners, see if we can hold it together that whole time. If you like our podcast, please spread the word. Tell your friends, tell your family. Like and subscribe on iTunes. Rate and review us. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you don't like. Go to our website, vrtcast.com. That's where all of our episodes are. If you don't want to find us there, just go to your favorite podcatcher, iTunes, Stitcher, Castbox, Podbean. Spotify.
Google Podcasts.
Yeah, Google Play Music.
And if we're not on your favorite podcatcher, let us know where
Yeah,
we're
just
not.
let us know. Send us an email at vrtcast@gmail.com. We'll put our show on there.
Right. Are we still doing YouTube, or are we just throwing
Yeah,
those
we're
up
on
on a
YouTube.
blank screen?
on YouTube.
No, yeah, we have a YouTube channel. Joey, or we just...
It just goes from Podbean, so it just uploads itself.
Nice.
Right, but what's the name of the YouTube channel?
It's just Very Real Tournament.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay.
nice.
That's what I thought. Yeah, so if you prefer that, just go to our YouTube, Very Real Tournament. Find us there. We're everywhere and nowhere. All right, guys. Next week, SLJ Corner. Let's prepare ourselves because it's going to be a big week.
Chill.
As for the rest of you, during this week, just listen to our other episodes.
Yeah.
Just go back and hit those 4 up at least.
Right. Train up,
Yeah,
train your mind,
with us.
your memory. Get
Yeah,
ready.
I want you to know what's going on so well that when we forget something, you're like, these guys are fucking idiots.
Or you can understand references.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please, God,
When
go
we get
back.
Too far up
that
our
is
ass.
that is the best scenario. Yeah.
Samuel L. Jackson month, because it's about to be a Samuel L. Jackson tournament. You know what I'm
Shit.
saying? So get ready.
All right, guys, let's get out of here. I'm Nick Potter,
I'm Joey Gooniverse.
Colin Goo Boy.
Brother Carter?
and it hasn't just been real; it's been very real.